What most men do is they go and display their interest level very fast. A woman is the happiest. A woman is the most obsessed with a man when she's constantly trying to pull him to her. Woo! Let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, guys, man, let's get back to another video. Today, guys, we're talking about 5 psychological tricks Playboys use to get any woman's mind, to get into any woman's mind, to get any woman attached to them, to own and master female psychology, to have the woman chasing you, have the woman up at night, wondering what you're doing. While everybody else trying to get with her, she trying to get with you. This is exactly how you do it. But guys, before we get into the video, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at FitXFearless, man. Every single day, I'm dropping free tips, free advice, and you don't want to miss it. But let's get right into the video. What's the first psychological trick every Playboy, every guy that's good with women uses to get in any woman's mind? Mystery interest level. What does that mean? So, when you're dealing with women, especially hot girls, what most men do is they go and display their interest level very fast. What Playboys do is make their interest level a mystery. The girl is forever unsure where she stands with him. The girl is forever not certain about if he likes her or not. This is a trick to get women to keep pulling. Imagine the tug of war. When it comes to women, you want to get them as invested as possible. You want them to try to bring you to them. You want them to be fighting and pushing and tugging, trying to get more of you. It shouldn't be the other way. A lot of guys think it's like this. A lot of guys imagine that, hey, if I want to get a girl to like me, I should be doing this. No. A woman is the happiest. A woman is the most obsessed with a man when she's constantly trying to pull him to her. When she's constantly trying to pull him closer. Because guess what? The person that is constantly pulling is the person that's more invested. You want her to do all the pulling. You want her to be pulling. She can't quite get you to get her that validation. She can't quite get you to give her all of you, but she keeps pulling. The moment you're doing more pulling than her, I want you to think about this analogy. The moment, imagine a tug of war. The moment you start pulling more than her, it's over. You lost her. You will never get her mind. When a woman is always pulling, when she's always trying to get you to come this way, this is when you have the most leverage in a relationship. This is when you're in her mind. Women, believe it or not, think more about the guy who's complicated. They think more about the guy whose interest level is not certain. They don't know where you really stand with them. What do most guys do? Baby, I like you. Baby, I want to marry you in 1 hour. You get a girl's number, and yeah, you go. You done told her how beautiful she is 10 times in 1 hour. You go up to her in person, you didn't already complimented her. What did you just do? You just told her your interest level. Now, who's more invested? You are. You gotta make it work. Instead of making her make it work. The more a woman is making the relationship work, the more she's trying to get you to give her more, the more invested she is. So a psychological trick is you gotta let her win the tug of war. That's by keeping your interest level low, keeping your interest level uncertain. Women are not gonna pull. Think about it. Women are not pulling guys they don't want. Women are not pulling men that they know where they stand with them. Women are very, very particular about, hey, if once I know where you stand with me, I'm on to the next. This is what hypergamy is. This is what monkey branching is. When she knows that she got you, she's on to the next guy. But the more you can get her to pull, the more she's unsure. It might be toxic. The more she's unsure where your interest level is, the more invested she is, the more in her mind you are. You want this woman's mind and thoughts to be occupied with you. What are you doing? Where are you? Who are you with? That's what she should be thinking about. That's what she should be worrying about. Not the other way around. A lot of you guys, you sending me emails, DMs, fit, her. You're more invested. You care way more than she does. And if you want her to care, if you want to be in her mind, every Playboy uses this. They keep their interest level. The woman never knows. Number 2, calling women's bluff. This is one that is extremely powerful. I'm talking about, listen to me carefully. Calling women's bluff is extremely powerful, and I don't know why more guys don't use it. What do you mean, FedEx, calling women's bluff? Challenging women in a very calm, not aggressive way to where they stand or what they want from you. Calling her bluff. She says, hey, can I reschedule for next week? You said, actually next week is not good for me. I'm going out of town with my boys. That is calling her bluff. Because what women do is this. They try to test and see just how much they can get. They try to test and see how much they can get away with. You put a stop to it immediately. You don't let women change the course on you. You don't let women flip the script on you. If she's acting like she's low interest, you stop responding. Now you gotta do all the pursuing. That's calling her bluff. She's acting like she wants to play hard to get, you withdraw all your attention. That's calling her bluff. Now she gotta come all the way back. She thought she could play that same game with you. She was completely wrong. She thought she could be, act like she treat them beta males. She was completely wrong. You call her bluff. She starts trying to test you, you withdraw everything. She starts trying to poke at your confidence, you withdraw everything. She wants to test your value, you withdraw everything. That's calling her bluff. You force women to show their hand. I'm forcing you. Oh yeah, because this is what happens, guys. Even when a woman finds you attractive, they got women who DM me, but try to play this game of, texting me a little late, and I just stop responding. I just stop. Oh yeah, you DM me first. You was liking on my stories. You was liking on my pictures. You send me a hey with a heart eyes, and then you try to pull back because I responded, or you think that you might get me to chase you. This is what it is, bro. Love bombing, bro. A lot of women use this strategy on guys. They show you a lot of interest, they pull it away to get you to chase. You call their bluff. The moment I see or sense any games, I'm gone. Nah, you gotta come back. That strategy doesn't work with me. That strategy doesn't work with my boys. You try to give me a little something and go, you're lost. I'm withdrawing everything. That is a strategy a lot of women use. Try to give you a little interest, try to show you that they like you, and then they pull it back, trying to get you to come running after it. Nope, I withdraw. That's calling her bluff. Now you force her to come all the way back. Now you force her to show her hand. Now you force her to not play that game again. When you call women's bluff, you force them to not play that game with you because they know it can't work. The reason why women play games with guys, the reason why women keep testing men is because they see it works. If it doesn't work, they wouldn't do it. If every time a woman shit tested you and you passed or you withdrew all your attention, she wouldn't do it again. The moment a woman disrespects you and you check her and you end things immediately, she won't do it again. That's calling her bluff. You will get in any woman's mind if her games don't work with you. Now she gotta show her hand. Now she gotta be feminine, submissive, and cooperative because anything else ain't gonna fly with you. That's calling her bluff. Number 3, teasing. Guys, this is probably the number one way to de-pedestalize a girl. A lot of women are on a pedestal. A lot of women believe that a male's validation means it's nothing to them. Nothing. Your attention and validation means nothing. She can get it anytime, anywhere she wants. It's not scarce. How do you bring her down from that throne that she's sitting on? You tease her. You make fun of things she do. I'm telling you guys, it's powerful. Not in a disrespectful way. I'm not saying go start calling women names, but you poke fun at them for little things. Repeating what they say in a funny way. That's teasing. What that does is it shows that you're not so excited. You're not so invested. You're not so pleased. You're not so amazed. What do most guys do? They see a pretty girl. They see that big old booty, that pretty face. Oh baby. Oh, yeah. They trying to move in a straight line. You pulling back. Not so sure about you. She do something funny, you laugh about it or kind of mock her in a teasing way. Women go crazy over that. Men who tease women, I'm telling you right now, it shows that you don't really care to make this work. You're not so impressed. Think about the in middle school or kindergarten, like how you were when you were with girls. A lot of you guys lost that touch. Being teasing, being and like not taking girls seriously. That's what women are still into. Women didn't change, you changed. You started to get booty whipped. You started to get too invested. Keep teasing. I'm not so impressed. You're not on a pedestal to me. You should be lucky to get with me. That's what you do when you tease girls. Not in a disrespectful way. I'm not saying go disrespect girls. I'm saying you need to show them that you're not so excited to get with them. Who they are is not astonishing to you. The fact that she has a butt or a face or a chest or boobs don't make you, no, never mind. You could care less. You're not that impressed. Number 4, be careful with this one, guys. Fake ghosting. So remember I said calling women's bluff. A lot of women will do this pullback thing, trying to get you to chase, right? They will show you some interest and then they'll pull back. I want you to implement the same thing, but you have to be willing to lose the girl. This only works if you really are in abundance. It can't work. This cannot work if you really, really care about losing this girl. This works tremendously when you really don't care. Fake ghosting or fake flaking, not even fake, you gonna ghost, you gonna flake. You trying to show the girl that this is toxic, but you like, you got an activity or a date plan, you like, hey, I don't know. You're like, hey, can I get back with you on that? Can we reschedule? You gonna be doing the rescheduling. Boy, you gonna have this girl doing somersaults. Confused. What in the world? A man is flaking on me? Only the top guys do that. Only men with options have the balls to do that to women, especially pretty girls. Most men are not trying to take that risk because most men don't have options. So if you want to get in a woman's mind, you got to be willing to accept that you will lose girls for this. Don't do this strategy and come back and say, I ghosted her, I flaked on her, and I never heard from her again. That's because she wasn't really that into you anyways. All this works when you've done the back end work to make yourself the most attractive person you could be. If you try to do this strategy and you in scarcity, you ain't getting no booty all year, I would not recommend it because you're just gonna be, she gonna call your bluff and then she gone. Only do this when you are in abundance. Flake. I can't make it tonight. Girl losing her mind. What? She's used to flaking. She's used to ghosting. Now it's reversed on her. Now, if this was a girl that was really into you, now what do you do? Now this girl's like, what in the world? Who is this guy? Why is he doing? Confused. Be careful with this one, man. Be careful. You gotta know when to pull it, know when to use it. And I would not recommend doing it all the time, especially if you're not in abundance. This is only reserved for guys who really do not care. You could flake on her and if she never hits you up again, you're not gonna lose no ounce of sleep. But if you're a guy that's still on your purpose, on your grind, don't do this. I'm saying if you want to get in her mind, you gotta flake on her at some point. Ghost her at some point. Number 5, spontaneity. Guys, there is something about being unpredictable that it just gets women going. Doing things out of random. Driving with her, pulling over on the side of the road, in the back seat. Women, I don't know what it is about spontaneity. Random trips, randomness, like things that are not planned. Women, us men, we're logical creatures. We do things in order. We love routine. This is how, we created civilizations because this is how we do it. We're gonna keep doing it this way. This is how men are. Women are not so much like that. Women are emotional. They like ups and downs, sides, lefts, up and down, twists, turns. Women get very, very bored very, very easily if everything is predictable. If there's no spontaneity, if she knows what's coming. So you gotta throw it in there. If you want to get in women's mind, do things randomly. If you've been taking her to this restaurant, this kind of place, do something different. Plan a picnic. Go shoot some hoops. Do something you're not used to doing with her. This will spike her emotions. It's something new. It's something different, and it will bring her closer to you. You can't get into the routine. I know us men, we love routine. We love sitting on the couch, watching TV, doing the same thing over and over. And I will argue, routine is actually what makes you extremely successful. If you have a great routine, it can make you extremely successful. But women are not like that. You want to get in a woman's mind, you do routine, you're going to lose her. You're going to get her bored. She's going to be bored like this. Routine, boredom. All right? So be spontaneous, be different. Let everything not be so planned. Keep what you want to do with her a mystery. Tell her, hey baby, I want you to wear this dress. We're going somewhere different today. Now she's like, where are we going? Where are we going? Excitement, spike of emotion, random. It's not predictable. Women love that. It gets in their mind. You become a guy that they can relate to as being the fun guy, the guy who can spike her emotion, the guy who can get her going, right? And these are psychological tricks, guys, that Playboys use to get in any woman's mind. Use them carefully. Beware. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Love you, boys.